The postseason is upon us. The Spring Grove Lions will open up postseason play at Southland on Tuesday night. We're with head coach Kody Moore. And coach, last Wednesday night you went to Lanesboro. You scored the most amount of points that anyone has scored against Lanesboro this year. Had a very good first half, but things just didn't go your way in the second half, and you ended up with the loss. What'd you take away from last Wednesday night's performance?
Well, I think the big thing that we took away is that we do have the ability to play with the top tier teams in the state. Obviously, Lanesboro, they're ranked number 2 in the state, and there's a reason for that. They're a very good team, very big physical kids. So I was impressed with them, but I was very pleased offensively with the way we performed in the first half. I thought our offensive line looked the best that they have in any half of football this year. So that was good to see. And I thought Eli back there, quarterback, he did a good job just getting the ball out and allowing our big receivers on the outside to go make plays. So just overall, real happy with the first half. Obviously, second half, we had some turnovers and then things kind of got away from us there. Defensively, there's a lot to fix there. But again, big thing is hats off to Lanesboro for the type of football they play. And good learning lesson for our defense, good film that we broke down with our defense moving forward. So,
and really, you look at those turnovers, especially in the second half. You forced a good offense like Lanesboro to go 30 to 40 yards. That's normally not going to be a winning formula for anybody, is it?
No, exactly. I mean, when we're turning it over on our own end and leaving them on that short of field, a team like that is going to capitalize. So, again, it comes down to taking care of the football. When we did that in the first half, good things happened. When the second half, when we, got into the turnover issue in the second half, that's when things got away from us. And, looking ahead to Tuesday, that was a critical factor the first time we played Southland, and taking care of the ball is going to be of utmost importance for sure.
In that Southland game, it ended up being 46-14, but as you very well know, in 9-man football, scores can get away from you quite quickly. What do you need to do better as a team besides the turnover ratio when it comes to playing on the field on Tuesday night?
Well, I think a big thing is going to be identifying where Brendan Kennedy is at all times, number 34. He's their do-it-all kid. He's a great kid and just a good athlete, and everything on offense kind of flows through him, whether that's carrying the football, they'll spread him out wide. So a big focus for us is going to be identifying where he is and do a good job of taking care of business there. Obviously, we know they're fairly balanced. They can throw it and run it equally as well. So we know that we have to be ready for whatever when it comes to that side of the ball. And then offensively, you already mentioned the turnover issue. I think just execution up front, trusting the guy next to you and understanding that, it's a new season now. It's one of those things we learned from the first time we played them, but also at the same time, understanding that everybody's 0-0 now. And like we've talked about for a few weeks, we want to be playing our best football this time of year. This is when it matters the most. And I expect our guys to step up to the challenge and perform well on Tuesday night.
And when you look at where your team is, especially on the offensive side of the ball, you've had to have some new pieces come in thanks to injury and new guys stepping up. Do you feel you're more cohesive on the offensive side than you were maybe the first time you played Southland?
Yeah, I mean, we have some guys filling gaps that have been created by injury, but it's one of those things that we've been running the system long enough. I think these guys are pretty comfortable no matter where you stick them. So, and the big thing has been trying to find that combination up front that's going to work. And I think this will be the first time where we're starting the same 4 guys up front at the same spots all season. So I think just that aspect should be a big advantage for us and those guys understanding what their job is up front. And as we all know, it comes down to what you do in the trenches in regards to whether or not you win a football game. So,
and of those turnovers that you had against Southland the first time, how much was the Rebels stepping up and making plays against you? How much was stuff that you could look at the film and say, hey, we need to do this a little bit better come Tuesday night?
Well, they're a very talented squad. So what they do on defense or what they did the first time around it gave us issues, but I think it's more so than anything us focusing on making ball security a priority. And we've talked a lot about that the last 2-3 weeks. And I think that's gone, especially like the first half against Lanesboro, it's gone better. We've tried to make it more of a focus. So I do think that it's more of a focus thing than anything. Our guys can get the job done, but understanding that, like PJ Fleck says, the ball is a program. And it's very true. We got to take care of it. If we do that, we give ourselves a good fighting chance for sure.
All right, Coach, hopefully this is the first of two conversations I'll have with you this week, and you can move on to Saturday night. Keep your kids healthy. We wish best of luck tomorrow night.
Thanks a lot, Darren. As always, appreciate your coverage.
Kody Moore is the head coach of the Spring Grove Lions. It's Spring Grove and Southland Tuesday night at Southland.